This is your weekly rundown of Episode Heresy, Week 6, starting on March 11th. Act 2 of Episode Heresy kicks off this week, with a new activity called the Court of Blades. Set within the Dreadnought's Hole of Souls area, players will be transported to different arenas across the system, from Io to Europa and on board a Hive warship. The Court of Blades comes with new augments available for each run, which provide challenges for players to overcome in many different ways. These augments will stack the more that the Guardians play the activity, which can be different combinations for every run, and the difficulty will start to escalate after every 2 challenges. In addition, there will be a random set of armaments that will rotate on a daily basis, which players will be able to purchase and combine between phases, allowing them to combat those augmented challenges. The Court of Blades will be available in normal and expert versions, with the adept versions of the Act 2 weapons only dropping in the expert version. Act 2's weapons are the Strand Adaptive Frame Glaive, Refusal of the Call, the Void Lightweight Frame Bow, Ammonesius, the Arc Heavy Burst Sidearm, Division, the Strand Adaptive Frame Submachine Gun, Mirror Imago, and the Void Adaptive Frame Fusion Rifle, Afterlight. Act 2 will also bring more upgrades via the Shaping Slab, with a whole new set for Court of Blades. And the Tablet of Ruin Artifact will also be getting 5 more mods unlocked with Act 2. Overload Trace Rifle, Beam Medic, Elemental Siphon, Harsh Refraction, and Limit Break. Plus, the exotic submachine gun, Barrow-Dyad, will also be getting 2 new Catalyst perks in Act 2, One for All and Target Lock. Also arriving with Act 2 of Episode Heresy, the annual Guardian Games will be kicking off, where Hunters, Warlocks and Titans compete against each other for honour, gear, and the bragging rights that come with being the winners of the Guardian Games. This year brings a new boss rush mode called Rushdown, where Guardians will battle a series of bosses taken from Destiny 2's campaigns, seasonal story missions, and exotic missions. With each boss encounter defeated, combatants in the activities increase in difficulty, with a total of 5 encounters per run. You'll also have a time limit to complete the run, with time added for each successful encounter completion. Completing encounters in a run will earn you rewards, with faster times offering a chance for more drops or higher quality loot. Guardians will have 3 ways to play Rushdown. You can start with the warm-up mode, which will be your entry point for the activity. Standard and expert modes then ramp up the difficulty, offering more powerful combatants with modifiers and adding revive tokens into the mix. Each mode will offer options for standard matchmaking, class-based matchmaking, and private fire teams. You can increase your score by completing encounters quickly, and earning bonus points for extra time remaining. Limiting your use of revive tokens will also increase your score, as you get bonuses for unused tokens. And completing at least 3 encounters in any mode will guarantee a Guardian Games weapon drop for that run. Rushdown will have 5 score thresholds: Bronze, Silver, Gold, Platinum and Diamond. And reaching higher thresholds in the Standard and Expert modes will improve your chances for additional perks on Guardian Games weapon drops for that run. High scores in Expert mode will also offer the chance to earn fully masterwork Guardian Games weapons with additional perks. Last year introduced Skimmers as a brand new exotic vehicle category for Destiny 2. The Allstar Vector Skimmer will again be available for everybody to earn during the Guardian Games event. Just pick it up from Eva Levante after completing the onboard mission quest. And if you want to keep it permanently after the event finishes, complete the drop-in quest and the Allstar Vector will be yours to keep forever. To take part in the Guardian Games, you'll need to visit Eva Levante at the Tower, where she will gift you a class item which is needed for the competition as well as the quest. Wearing your class item is how you earn medallions and unlock quest progression, as well as the challenges from the event card. The goal of the Guardian Games is simple. Your class must win the majority of the days during the 3-week-long event, and that can only be done by depositing a ton of medallions. With that, Eva Levante will have a great variety of contender cards to choose from, divided between Gold, Platinum and Diamond. The Diamond medallions awarded are worth a lot and can change the course of the day, so you're limited to 2 a week. All medallions Guardians bank in the tower will be counted daily, and the crest of the daily winning class will be inserted into the tower podium, for everyone to keep track of their class standing. Depending on your contribution to the Guardian Games, you'll also earn glows, and the bragging rights that comes with them. One for being the best in Tower Guardian, another for being the member of the winning class of the day, a shoulder glow linked to your weekly performance in Rushdown, a second shoulder glow for your weekly performance in Supremacy and Gambit, and a bronze, silver or gold glow in the shape of a laurel crown, depending on your class's place in the Friday coronation ceremony. At the end of the event, the class that wins the most days will be crowned the winner, and their class item will change to gold until the next event, to remind everybody of their victory. With Guardian Games return, previous armor ornament sets will be available in the Eververse store, along with a new set for 2025. This year's armor is based on gladiators, and will be available for Bright Dust and Silver during the event. Guardian Games also brings with it a new weapon, the Arc Adaptive Frame Trace Rifle Coronas. Plus, you'll still be able to collect the previous Guardian Games weapons, the Arc Compressed Wave Frame Heavy Grenade Launcher Hullabaloo, the Strand Lightweight Frame Scout Rifle Taraxipos, and the Void Aggressive Frame Submachine Gun the Title, with new perk pools. Also available will be the Guardian Games Memento, which will be available randomly when banking gold and platinum medallions, and guaranteed when depositing a diamond. Guardian games will be available from March 11th to April 1st, 2025. Act 1 of Episode Heresy brought with it the new 3-player activity, the Nether. Set within the Dreadnought patrol zones, Guardians fight in random and varied encounters with different events and objectives every time. Inside the Nether, players will find unique modifiers and stackable buffs called Boons that increase your power over time. These come in minor, major and corrupted versions, and various pickups can be hidden in chests and earned throughout the Dreadnought. The Nether has 3 modes: the Nether Exploration for those solo types who want to just explore the Dreadnought, a match-made mode on baseline advanced difficulty, and a selectable non-match-made expert version. From Act 3 of Episode Revenant, we have the new exotic mission Kell's Fall, where you can earn the new Void exotic shotgun Slayer's Fang, and new Prison of Elders challenge Kell's Vengeance, which can be found over in the Last City for 2 to 3 players. Act 2 of Episode Revenant brought with it the Tomb of Elders, and Contest of Elders over in the Last City, which can be accessed after you complete the initial steps of Act 2. Also available for a weekly Pinnacle is the Salvation Jade Raid, over in the Pale Heart, and new dungeon Sundered Doctrine, which can be found over on the Throne World, with the exotic linear fusion rifle Finality's Ager up for grabs, and a whole suite of new weapons and armour. Just make sure to visit Encore over in the tower to pick up the quest Drowning Labyrinth to enter. Over in the Last City we have Onslaught Salvation, which can be accessed after you complete the initial steps of the opening act of Revenant. This new version of Onslaught brings with it new defences, 3 new mats and new enemies to fight. You can select from Widow's Court, Eventide Ruins and Kell's Grave, either normal or expert. Also, the original Onslaught has been updated to include some of the new additions. Located in the Vanguard playlist, the featured Onslaught map this week will be Vostok, with the Siege Hook Ogre kicking off the boss rotation. In the Last City on the Helm, the exotic mission Encore is still available, with 2 difficulty options, normal and expert. Also, from Episode Echoes, we have the 3 new Battleground activities, Delve, Conduit and Core, with Enigma Protocol and Breach Executable. The expert Battlegrounds will start this week's rotation with Conduit. The Dreaming City this week is at a weak curse level, which means Petrovenge can be found in the Strand, and has the Broken Courier mission for the next week. The Blind One features Scorn enemies and the Plague, Sigrus and Veracus. The Ascendant challenge will be the Agonon's Abyss over in the Battleground Wishes Lost sector. On the Moon, the weekly story mission is Beyond. The Trove Guardian is located in Archer's Line, while the Wandering Nightmare is the Nightmare of Zoltal in Sorrow's Harbour. Nightmare hunts Tanix, Isolation, Zydron, Servitude, and Ghoul, Rage. The Altars of Sorrow will start this week's rotation with the Nightmare of Tanix and the Apostate Sniper. On Europa this week, Corridis the Dark Priestess will be the Empire Hunt, Eventide Ruins will be the Eclipse Zone, and the Exo challenge will be Survival. Dares of Eternity expert difficulty rounds are Kabul, Taken, and Crota. The Scatterhorn armor set and the Perfector's armor set will be available in Dares of Eternity with Weapon Set 2, Scathelock, Extraordinary Rendition, Brass Attacks, Threaded Needle, Code Duello, Imperial Needle, Far Future, Honor's Edge, Distant Terminus, Interference 6, Shepherd's Watch, and Annual Skate. The Witch Queen weekly story mission is The Cunning, Altar of Reflection's Choice, and Altar of Reflection's Insight. The Wellspring activity will start the week on Defense, with the Arc Grenade Launcher, Tarnation, and Vazul Solar Scorn Chieftain as the boss. The Lightfall weekly mission is Downfall, the Partition mission will be Backdoor, and the Vex Incursion will be Zephyr Concourse. In the Pale Heart, the exotic mission Dual Destiny is still available for teams of 2 Guardians, where you can farm the mission to earn as many new prismatic exotic class items as you like. The final stretch cooperative focus campaign mission this week will be Descent. The 12 Guardian match-made Excision mission is also available next to the race for a weekly Pinnacle, with the Grandmaster version granting the Ergo Sum Catalyst and an Ascendant Shard. The Salvation Jade Raid Challenge this week is the 3rd encounter repository called Balanced Diet. The Root of Nightmares Raid Challenge this week is the 3rd encounter Macrocosm called Cosmic Equilibrium. The Vow the Disciple Challenge this week is the 4th encounter Rogue called Looping Catalyst. The Vault of Glass Challenge this week is the 1st encounter Confluxes called Wait For It. The Deep Zone Crypt Challenge this week is the 1st encounter Crypt Security called Red Rover. And the last Swiss Challenge this week is the 5th encounter Riven called Strength of Memory. Featured Pinnacle Raid 1 will be King's Fall over in the Legends tab, and featured Pinnacle Raid 2 will be the Garden of Salvation over on the Moon, with all challenges available for all encounters. With the exotic Scout Rifle Touch of Malice being farmable from the final boss in King's Fall, and the exotic Trace Rifle Divinity being acquired via completing the raid puzzles in Garden. Also, the Garden of Salvation weapons are now craftable, with the red borders being farmable for the week. Plus, you can grab a quest from Hawthorne in the tower for a guaranteed red border on a full completion. And because we've had another dungeon added to this episode, it's altered the rotation. Pinnacle Dungeon 1 will be the Pit of Heresy on the Moon, and Pinnacle Dungeon 2 will be the Spire of the Watcher over on the Throne World. The exotic mission rotator will be Vox Obscura, with the Dead Messenger exotic grenade launcher being the main reward. The Season of the Risen's weapon set, plus the Tusk Allegiance armor set. The exotic missions, the Whisper and Zero Hour will also be available in the Legends tab. This week's challenges are Absolutely Stunning, Heretical Arsenal, Void Focus, The Trials That Define Us, Unnamed Entry, and 3 classified challenges. Lost Sectors Tuesday Hydroponics Delta on Neptune, Wednesday Gilded Precept on Neptune, Thursday Thriller Dome on Neptune, Friday The Broken Deep in the Pale Heart, Saturday The Blooming Deep in the Pale Heart, Sunday Bunker E15 on Europa, and Monday Perdition on Europa. The Grandmaster Nightfalls continue this week with our 6th featured Nightfall, seeing us face off against Ulnath Light Cleanser in the Psyops Battlegrounds Cosmodrome, with a new Void Sidearm low to seat as the featured adept weapon. The 6v6 playlist will be Control. The 6v6 quick play mode should be Mayhem. Showdown should be in the small teams quick play. Guardian Game Supremacy should also be available, with Trials of Osiris at the weekend. This week should also see bonus Vanguard ranks and double Nightfall drops available all week long. And as a reminder, the annual Moments of Triumph continue, with a collection of 33 challenges celebrating everything you've been able to achieve in this past year. If you've been active, you'll likely already have some of these completed, which just gets you closer to the 26 you'll need to earn the 2024 seal and title. Still available is the Destiny 10th Anniversary in-game celebration event, and don't forget to keep an eye on Zer this Friday at Reset to see if he's offering another chance to grab a random rolled exotic class item for 41 strange coins. And that's it for the 6th week of the Final Shape episode Heresy. Thank you for watching, Allons-y.